Hey there, Scorpio. I started to yawn. All of a sudden, I thought, don't yawn, which made me yawn. And anyway, this is Jen here. And Scorpio, I'm doing your May reading. So you had your full moon at the end of April there on the 27th. How'd that go? I feel like that was um, intense for you guys in the sense that it was meaningful. For example, there was some sort of breakthrough or release or voicing something that you previously had been um, I don't know, not been saying for whatever reason. And so I see you coming into this month that you've gained a deeper understanding of yourself and others. And this ultimately brought about a much calmer feeling inside. Yeah, I you feel more at peace is what I'm getting. So if there was any heightened energy around your full moon, it has subsided into a feeling of tranquility. I also see some of you doing actively doing things to be mindful of the quality of your thoughts, so that if you tend to, like, I feel like most people do, I don't know, I sure as hell do, that negative, tape that we play in our head, and that we can stop that. We don't have to live in that, and we can focus on positive things, and or to quiet our thoughts in general and be more in the moment. So I see things like meditating, journaling, walking, running, yoga, doing some sort of craft or activity. I guess that's a better word. I know for my dad and my son, actually going out and working. They have this old car they're working on. My son will go down there for hours and scrape rust off a fender. Like, but he loves it. He comes back happier and calm and peaceful, and there, I don't know, I would feel that way mucking stalls in the barn. I miss that. I loved being down quiet in the morning with just the horses around. It's very, I don't know, sorry to bring it down to horse manure, but it can literally be anything. My point. I guess I could have just said that. I see that there was some sort of surrender. And I mean this in truly letting go. I think we we don't even realize we're doing it, but we're trying to control things, to externally, to control sort of how, if we're feeling out of control internally. And I see some situation, and I don't, this was not I don't see this in a nasty way at all, like, fine, whatever, that type of attitude. It was a real conscious release, and just saying, you know what? Me being worried all the time and, you know, trying to fix things, or being really involved is not going to help. And in fact, sometimes the more we push or that we think about it, and now remember, if you believe in the law of attraction, the more we're thinking about these worrisome things, we bring in worrisome things. Whatever you believe, but I do think we attracts like in some way. Well, I don't know if I believe that either. um, but to be mindful of the energy, the vibe you're putting out there, because you could get that back. How's that? But again, this surrender, this giving up, but it's a letting go. And I think it was surprising to you, or will be surprising to you, that it actually, here, well, what did I write? Surrender. giving up trying to control actually sets you free. Actually sets us free. So, that could mean a lot of things. If you're no longer involved in something, for some reason, I don't know, maybe I saw someone on Facebook the other day making her bid for the school board. Maybe if you've been on a committee like that for a long time and you don't get reelected, you're actually like relieved, or something like that. Okay, let's talk about the moons this month. So in the month of May, we have the new moon in Taurus on May 11th. And then I had to write it down. On May 26th, we have, where did I write it? It's the pink moon, I guess. Pink full supermoon. So that means it's going to be really close to the earth and look big. Lunar eclipse. So let's say that again. May 26th, pink full supermoon lunar eclipse. So we have eclipses starting here. This is that same one, the Sag Gemini axis, I think astrologers call it. So think back 6 months ago. Actually, I was doing this with started doing this with other signs. Let me see if I can find what was going on think about what was going on in November of last year, because that could point to some things happening, coming to fruition, coming to conclusion, coming up again for this Sagittarius full moon. Mid-June. This is not the right book. All right, I'm sorry. I want to find it though, because Capricorns was hysterical. The first thing I had channeled was getting the fuck out of Dodge. I want to get the fuck out of Dodge. I think Taurus didn't make any sense. I was like, was I on drugs doing this? Like, what the fuck does this even mean? I could not figure out what I was talking about. Okay, Scorpio mid-November. That's the first one I could somewhat easily find. Let's see what it said. Someone always trying to prove their point, wearing others down, exhausting, trying to control external things to deal with internal things. Holy fuck, I promise you, I did not look this up. Wow. Visits from past loved ones, especially if they were into or open to metaphysical or spirits or mediumship, a male. Oh, I forgot about this. I saw an Arab Spring for women. So like women in the Middle East standing up for oppression. I remember that made me nervous. I didn't want to upset anyone, but that's just what I saw. So thinking about the holidays, Leo. Oh, that's right. Leo was coming up in everyone's readings. You have some information you need. You just are not seeing it. And I can't read my writing. Holy crap. Solve something. A clue. Okay, you have the info you need. You just aren't seeing it. There is a clue to solve something. I don't know. So I don't know. Did you ever? Maybe you'll finally solve something you've been trying to figure out around this time. All right. Fuck. I forgot to shuffle the cards. I'm swearing a lot in your reading. That's just me. Got my second vaccine a couple days ago. What is it? Sunday on Friday. I'm super excited. Super excited. My parents are vaccinated. My cards told me that you're getting two of these, that Leo time this year, and damn if they weren't, I think they're gonna be right on. Okay, Scorpio May. I feel a lightning for you, Scorpio. I do. I feel like, especially in matters of the heart, that you really feel like you know what's going on, where you're going, um, what you'll accept, what you won't accept, an acceptance to things. I'm hearing that serenity prayer is an AA thing, but it's right, such words of wisdom. The power, I can't remember it. Basically, the knowing what you can and can't control. Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Look at that gorgeous ace. And the Five of Swords. So I'm just going to talk about the Five of Swords first. There maybe is a bittersweetness to the letting go, to the surrender, to that full moon. You know, sometimes, yeah, like maybe if you've been on school board, we'll go with that one, for 10 years and all of a sudden you're not reelected. There's going to be, even if in the end you're like, oh my God, I don't have school board till, you're just like, this is fucking awesome. I have all this free time, or I'm not worrying or thinking or stressed or frustrated or whatever with all this crap. There is still, like, it's a bittersweetness. And it's really, the Five of Swords can be right fighting. So someone who's just going to do whatever it takes to win. So these are the people that you're talking and there's a conflict over a very specific situation, and they start bringing in shit from 10 years ago and keeping score and turning it around about, well, you did this one time. That has nothing to do with the topic that's going on, and will just get downright nasty. Like, they're not happy to your crying or something. Or they've embarrassed you, or they've really, hurt. Like, they want to hurt you because they are hurt and they can't, they can't take criticism. I mean, yes, sometimes it's all in the delivery too, but we can't control. So here's where that control things, how other people's reactions to things. So I feel like maybe there was a group or a situation or a person where you finally got to the point where you're like, you know what, this person or situation doesn't seem really interested in solving a problem. It's about the conflict, the drama queen. You know what I mean? So, there are feelings there. There are feelings there. There are good ones because it wasn't all bad all the time, but there aren't so great ones. And I feel as though you're really letting the resentment go and now appreciating where you are now. So let's go back here to the Queen of Bows, which is the Queen of Wands, in case you go and look up these definitions after. Well, it's a rabbit in this deck. And so that's, whenever I see rabbits, of course, I think fertility. So keep that in mind. That could be great. Look at this. You're getting a gift, a tangible gift, and a baby does become a tangible gift. There's something about patience. So if you've been struggling with fertility, it is saying to have patience. Obviously, talk to your doctor, and that would be the advice you would want to go with. The Queen of Wands is fire, passion, inspired, enthusiastic. She takes action on things. She makes things happen. She sees things through. The younger fire signs, they're all excited about something. Yeah, I'm going to run a marathon, and go out and try to run 5 miles. And it's like, fuck, this sucks. This is hard. I'm out. Whereas the queen would understand, okay, well, I need to work up to it. It may take a lot longer than I want it to, and that's that Seven of Pentacles, the learning, the patience, and understanding that things are a process and that it takes time. And I'm almost seeing like this person made all of these pentacles and it took time to get there. And then they get this pentacle. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the big one. It's almost as if it takes 6 times. I broke my little incense pointer to get it it's giving me a career, like a work type or a craft type thing. You have to put the investment in and make quite a few of them before you're going to start getting a return on that investment. This person looks like almost like a critic in they're studying the craftsmanship and taking notes and maybe writing a review. So you may start getting really good reviews or getting noticed, and start making money off of your service or I'm seeing your business. It could be conflict with business partners. As well. If you did part ways, if you did leave a job, this is definitely new career, money earning potential, new career coming in. When the Ace of Pentacles comes up, because pentacles are earth, they're tangible things, you usually notice a difference in your day-to-day life. So it's tangible. It's not like when we say you have a shift in perspective. Okay, that's in your brain, and probably people who know you really well might notice a difference in you, but the average person wouldn't. This is something anyone could notice. Maybe you move. Sometimes, if you get a different job, even like I worked at the same place, I parked in the same parking lot, but I worked in a different building, and I started parking in a different side of the parking lot and walking into work the different way. And even though it's probably 100 yards away, I just had different routes to things on campus, and it just sort of changed where I ate a lot, where I went for where I went for my walks at lunch. It can change how you drive. If you get a new job, you may start stopping. Maybe you stop and get coffee, or you have a market that you stop at just to grab milk or whatever on the way home, and that could change. And so when things like that happen, new situations and people are put into your path. So, and even though we don't have any cups cards, now I'm getting that you could meet someone new because of this change in routine. Even if you went to, I don't know if people are going to gyms right now, but going to a gym or walking in a new place, or if you move, you may start exercising if you're a runner in a different place, whatever. All of those things, the universe can be putting new things in your path. You could discover something new that you didn't really know existed before, because you now drive this new way to work or to someplace you go frequently. Yeah, I see a lot of new beginnings for you, Scorpio, feeling better, feeling calmer, having released things that ultimately you're very, very happy about because of they free up your time and things like that. Remove conflict. Okay, thank you very much, Scorpio. Have a great May. Take care.